this video, I'm going to show you 3 easy ways to make coins in EA Sports FC. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to come over to EA Sports FC and head on over to the transfer market, because this is going to be the main place that we're doing all of our trading. Once you're on here, you are going to be met with this menu over here. This is the players menu. But what you want to do is you want to come over to the stadium tab just by pressing R1 twice. Once you're over in the stadium tab, what we're going to do is we're going to do some sniping and some bidding around badges and also kits, just these 2 right here. Now if you're not too sure how to do this and you're not really too sure what sniping or bidding is, I've done a full tutorial on that, so make sure to go and watch that first and then come to this, because what you're going to do now is you're going to come over to the quality and you're going to go and set it to gold rare, and then after that what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the content type and you are going to choose authentic. You can't choose custom because there's not anything available for custom, so just don't even bother with it. If you want to build the best team possible in EA Sports FC, make sure to go and buy some coins from Mule Factory and use the code LECOINS5 for a discount. So once you've clicked onto authentic, then what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the Premier League, and what we're going to do first and foremost for this with any of the badges or the kits is we are going to find the absolute minimum price that these cards are selling for. So as you can see, I'm putting it up, and the absolute minimum price that these gold rare cards are selling for what our badges is around 600 coins, and I can see that by that buy now price at the bottom. Then what you're going to do is you're going to back out once again, and what you're going to do is you're going to put this max buy now up until you see 1 or 0 cards past the hour mark. Now that might sound quite confusing, and I've just realized that the market's refreshed. EA, why don't you finish a game before you release it? What is this? So as you can see at the bottom, there is 1 card after the hour mark. The only reason why I know that is because it says buy now 700, and after that it says time remaining 1 hour 42. So what I'm going to do now that I've got that, is just click compare price or square or X if you're on Xbox and back, and I'm going to do that over and over again until new cards pop up. And if you do that, basically the latest cards that pop up onto the market will come up on this. However, there is actually a trick in which you can get free coins by doing this. So what I'm actually going to do is, again, I can come over to the Premier League, but if I'm being completely honest with you, you don't need to. What you can actually do is just set it to gold rare and put this max buy now to around 450 coins and just snipe at this right here. Now I made a video the other day talking about how to get free coins in this game, and in that video I spoke about this method. Honestly, you need to go and watch that video. That video went under the radar for so many people, and it's just so good. So when you snipe a badge or a kit, you can actually get them for, say, like 450 coins, but you can actually quick sell them for more than what you bought them for. So this makes this method really good because you will never lose coins by doing this. So I'm just going to go and get this listed up at, say, like 700 coins. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't matter. And it's the exact same thing for kits as well. Go over to the quality, go over to gold rare, go over to authentic. You can go and trade individually with, say, Premier League kits, because there's a ton of Premier League kits from certain clubs who go for a hell of a lot. As you can see, just from this first page, there's not much. But if I back out and if I come back over to the league and go over to the Premier League and say go for someone like, I'm not too sure, maybe go for someone like Manchester United, these actually go for a ton more. As you can see, the away kit is 700 coins. For some reason, I mean, that is just a deal. Like 700 coins for that. I mean, I searched up at 900, it's at least 300 coins. But even if you snipe them for under 450 coins, as you can see, they quick sell at 485, and you can list them up for as cheap as 200 coins, and people will do that as well. So if you've not tried this out yet, you need to go and do it. And if this video gets over 500 likes in the next 24 hours, I will start a series where I go from 0 coins up to 1 million coins in 7 days. If you want to see that, drop a like on it, and I'll do it. I don't know when I'll do it. I'll do it next week. There you go, next week. Just drop a like, subscribe. Yes, thanks, I'm begging. Idiot. So once you've used that first method, it's all well and good. Let's move on to the second method. So for this second method, I'm going to go over to this tab right here, and I'm going to go over to staff. Now, staff trading, specifically managers at the minute, is a really easy way to make coins, and a really good way to make coins as well. Now, it's up to you what you do with this manager trading. If you want to keep it basic, come over here, go over to France, and all you need to do is just try and win one of these on a snipe. I mean, look at this. There you go, 5,000 coins. If you can get a card cheaper than 5,000 coins, you'll make profit, because if I go and try and buy this, add to transfer targets, the listing's expired. So that's the absolute basic way to trade with managers. Just come through and just try and snipe anything for cheaper than 5,000 coins, because it will always be an instant sell. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try and get one of these because the competition on it is quite hard. I mean, some of you might get lucky. You might do. If your internet's sick, you'll get lucky. But I want to give you a couple of other manager sniping filters that you can go and use, because there's a ton that work really well at the minute. For example, Brazilian managers are another lot of managers that go for a lot. The main reason why managers go for a lot is because because when people are building teams, they typically need chemistry. So managers give you that chemistry, especially if there's been some kind of promo team where a ton of new players have come onto the game. Managers typically go very expensive. You can do some investing with these and flipping and stuff like that, but specifically for easy coins, we're going to do sniping and bidding. Other good ones as well that you can go and use. Typically, I'm pretty sure that Portugal used to be a good one. It's maybe not as good anymore, but there is actually a good pool of managers for this. As you can see, the cheapest on here is around 1,500 coins. So you could get quite lucky, maybe get some of these at under 1,000 coins. Pretty much any manager in this game is pretty expensive, and to be honest, I do quite like that. But if you want to mix things up even more, what I would recommend to do is come over here and go and pick one of those popular nations that you know the players are selling for, and come over to this league over here and just choose any popular league. So for the sake of this example, let's just go for the Premier League. Let's go and see how much Brazilian Premier League managers are going for. We know that they're going for roughly around 3.5k, but Premier League ones are going for around 3.7k. And then if we back out again and keep putting this up, how much are they going for after 3.7k? About 4,000 coins. So the reason why I'm telling you to do this is because instead of sitting and sniping cheaper than what everybody else is doing, if you find the right combination of, say, nationality and league, you could potentially get yourself managers who will go for a hell of a lot more, and you won't have to worry too much about sniping them for as cheap as they possibly go. Because the thing is, if you've got that little setup there and maybe there's a manager who isn't from that league and someone's converted over, people won't realize that and they will sit on the market for a lot longer. So as you can see, after a few seconds, literally seconds of searching, I've managed to get this Francisco at 750 coins. He's a Spanish Prem manager, and the rest of them are going for around 1,000 coins, but specifically the gold rare ones are selling for how much? Let me just put this up ever so slightly. So the gold rare ones are going for probably a minimum of around 1.5k. That's actually pretty good. So with this one that I've just got at 750, I'm going to list them up at 1,200, and I feel like all the methods in this video have been building up to this next one. So for this next one, we're going to come back over to the players tab, and I'm going to clear all this. Now, this method, if you are a misogynist, you'll hate it. Click off the video now. Because this next method is going to be trading with a specific person. Maybe one person who you've never seen before. Maybe one person you've never spoken to before. And that is going to be women. So women are really good to trade with. Like, I know it sounds really stupid, but women in this game are absolutely brilliant to trade with. Now, I was joking about being a misogynist or saying that you hate women and stuff like that, but unfortunately there are people like that. So as a result of that, it does mean that women are really good to trade with because people don't want to buy them for the team. However, if you don't care about stuff like that because, well, you just don't care about it, these are really good. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over to Gold Rare and you're going to come over to the Women's Premier League, and what you're going to do is you're going to set it to shadow, or you're going to do something, and you're just going to set up a sniping filter based around women. Now, the reason why this is good, like I said, is because people don't want to trade with these cards. So for example, certain cards will sit on the market for a lot longer than they probably should do. For example, this Greenwood right here is sat on the market at 1.5k. I have not had to do any sniping whatsoever. I have just seen that card and noticed that it's a deal. What you could do is just sit here and snipe over and over again, but the main reason why I'm telling you to trade with these people is mainly because no one else is doing it. No one else wants to trade with these cards. No one else wants these cards in the team, which it's a bit of a shame, but at the same time, if it makes me coins in FIFA, I don't really care. So we've just got that Alex Greenwood with a shadow on her at 1.5k. So let's go and see how much that she's actually selling for on the market. With a shadow on her, she's currently selling for around 2,000 coins. So if we come over to the store now, we can actually go and list this card up at a bit of an undercut at maybe like 1.8k and actually make ourselves some easy coins by doing that. And if I come over now to the transfer list, hopefully, yeah, there we go. I've managed to get a few things selling on, which is very, very nice indeed. Admittedly, the Blundell, not so much. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, make sure to click here to go and watch another one. You will absolutely love it. Oosh.